Hello and welcome to Be Here Now, the Peaceful Empowerment Work Show, where presence invites perspective and allows peace. We are live on the newstreamingnetwork.com, WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network, radio, TV, and podcast. Today's topic, that was a lot. How are you processing? I'm your co-host, Judy Forder, and I am here and happy to say the return of my co-host in peace, Miss
Janice Leonard. Hey, hi everybody. So glad to have you here with us.
We're so glad you're back, Janice.
It's hard to be awake. It's like you kind of like stop thinking of that same way, observation and being aware. But I did plenty of it. It was a lot, so it was a perfect topic for this week. So yeah, definitely
excellent.
Great to be here.
I can't wait to hear. She wouldn't share anything with me in the pre-show meeting. She was saving it all for you.
Yeah, sometimes if I say it ahead of time, I feel like I'm filtering things out because I feel like, that's who cares? Who wants to hear that again? But so I'm not doing that this time. Getting it all.
Woohoo!
Yeah. As you all know, Judy and I do this weekly, and we do it to share our stories, our journeys, tools, and to hopefully connect and help everyone be a little bit healthier, happier, wiser, or not feeling alone. And we are part of a 501c3. So if you are interested, you can go to our website, which is peacefulempowermentworks.org. And we have a tab with all the shows if you want to see any of them over again or check it out. We also have a donation button on the top and the bottom. And if you do donate, we are tax deductible. So you get a break on your taxes. Or if you're just supporting us by watching, we appreciate pressing the like, share, subscribe buttons. Appreciate it. We really want to continue this, and that just lets us know that you're appreciating it and want it. So thank you.
Awesome. All right, Miss Janice, would you like to ring us in?
Oh yeah, I need to be grounded for this day.
All right, everybody take a nice deep breath in through your nose.
That helped.
Yes, I agree. It's interesting, like Janice said, we come up with these topics a month before the date even comes. So I've learned to just be like, okay, this is the last topic of the month. That was a lot. How are you processing? Oh my, what's going to happen this month? So I know the big thing as far as stars and astrology, there was the buck moon last night, I think, where it's growth and upgrades, releasing old energy, setting powerful intentions, charge your water and your crystals. So keep that in mind as we share our experiences today.
And I don't know if I assume you figured it out, but if you haven't figured it out, actually Judy is, divinely, intuitively guided for these topics. This really is her baby. I mean, once in a while I influence it, but I'm not so divinely inspired, and they just hit home so often. It's just, you're amazing, Judy.
Thank you very much. And you are divinely inspired, just in a different way. That's all.
Yeah.
You use your gifts in other ways.
Yes, I do.
Like going on a camping trip with 6 teenagers.
Oh my Lord. I tell you, it was chaos this last week. And it was interesting because there's levels of it, all kinds of layers. One layer is, my husband works. So even though he came to the campground at night, I was alone with the kids every day. And, I live a pretty standard, boring life, the same thing every day. And there's not too many challenges. I can ignore the piles I need to put away. I'm good at that, But going camping in itself, getting internet, heaven forbid. And I even bought a mobile Starlink, so I could get good internet service there. Because we've been there before. It sucks. The service sucks there. I couldn't set it up, the trees. I mean, it just went on and on and on and on. I'm telling you, and we didn't really get it at all. I mean, just a little bit. So just internet, teenagers, I knew I was going to have five, but although my daughter's boyfriend works, so he only came at night. But I didn't know six, and two of them, just to make it even more complicated, two of them are, as you know, I Adriana is my step granddaughter, and we adopted her when she was about 6, and she had two siblings who also got adopted, but not by me. And I've had big problems dealing with the guilt of that and so on. But they came, her two brothers came for the week, and they have not spent more than a couple hours together since probably they were adopted, since they went to foster care. It's been that long. And they were, well, I think one of them didn't come until Wednesday, but the other one was there from Saturday. We went from Saturday to the following Sunday, 9 days. And it was wild. First of all, emotionally, you've got all these emotions about, they're here. And, and for me, one of the biggest lessons I learned is I like to take care of people. And it's not that I like to, it's a compulsion, I think. And it's like having these two boys who I feel so guilty about, trying to have a good time. And then their emotions and Adriana's emotions. I mean, just the interplay, never mind all the teenagers, which is certainly enough. But the interplay of those three who share a traumatic past. They share, some issues and some personality traits. It was so dramatic. And I always notice that I like to just be one-on-one with kids because I get along with them better. Because I felt that I'm thinking, well, Janice, it's because you're changing yourself. You're being a certain way with each child so that you can get along with them best. There's probably truth to that. But one of the things I learned is how can you take care of one person's needs when there's 5 of them or 6 of them? And I didn't realize that was such a big thing in me, that I had to take care of them. Of course, these are people I feel really guilty about. And,
Right.
never mind the other people that were there. And I couldn't do it. And it was so hard. At one point, they were all upset because they were going to go pick up the third brother. And there's 5 of them. Well, there's 4 of them, and then he was going to be the 5th. So someone couldn't go. They all wanted to go. Didn't think any of them would want to drive the hour and a half down and back. But yes, of course, they all want to go. And someone had to stay. And I said this, and it was like, bing. I said, I can't make everybody happy here. I can't take care of everybody. I said, what I'm doing is I'm doing the best I can at this time to meet the most of the needs of the most of the people.
Wow, Janice.
It was crazy because I would normally try to, and I would feel like a failure, and then I'd start beating myself up, and this whole thing would happen, because the emotions were very intense all week, including mine. And so you're more in that observing place, and there's all these new things going on. I mean, layers and layers of new things. You get, teenagers, period, and you get the needs of each one of them. Well, not all of them had huge needs. Certainly my daughter's boyfriend does not have huge needs. he's a caretaker himself, and it's funny how I've kind of connected with him on deeper levels as we've gone on in his relationship with her, because we actually can look at each other and know what we're doing. Like, sometimes you do things to make her not be upset or something. My granddaughter. And I said to him once, no, it's okay. It doesn't matter. That's too many stories in my head right now. But yeah, it was interesting. And so we had that. And then my husband did not want to camp. He cannot just sit down. He's got to be doing things. And what's there to do? Doing things. I mean, not like fun thing. Well, it's fun for him. He wants to work around the house. He wants to be mowing the lawn, cutting his wood. He's just going. And the thought of sitting there with not things to do, and and all the kids. And then where are they going to sleep? We only had beds for 3 kids, and we had no more than 5 at night. But we had a couch that opens up, but then you can't walk by like to go to the bathroom or anything, so that can't happen. So someone's on the floor, someone's on the couch. Take turns? No, this one's, then this one has to have his way, and then that one has to. It was just
Wow.
I
Wow.
so the overwhelm. I mean, the topic of being overwhelmed.
Mhm.
And so I was there last week, and part of me's just in observation mode, like, look at everything that's going on. Look at me sitting here and not meeting people's needs.
Mhm.
It was so hard. and my daughter who, like, I can tee into often and just can, help prevent meltdowns, let's say, or whatever. No. Big meltdown. We had major meltdowns just for her the last few days. Where, oh God help us. And so and then the boy's reaction to that, oh, I want to help her. I'm like, no. When she's in this place, you do not go and talk to her. She will abuse you, verbally abuse you, verbally. She'll say things to you. No, I was like, no, believe me. And it was interesting. One of them was like, but I have to. I can't have this. My mother can tell you. Can't have it. And then because they all had feelings of, they want. This is their first time together, really. They want each other to click and to be best friends and to love each other. And yet in their ways, they weren't.
Right.
And they were hurt by it. And it was, again, it's so much easier if you cannot feel people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
If you can feel people's feelings, this becomes very crazy. And, when it's one child, okay. But when it's that many needy children, even though the teenagers, it was crazy week. And, the bottom line is, we're like, we are never going camping again. It was cold too. I couldn't sit out. Oh, okay. But
it was cold.
Yeah, it was cold and rainy. It was cold and rainy.
Oh.
You couldn't even sit outside, in the morning. And I don't remember where I was going. I forgot, but it was just, we're not camping again. But this is, I was saying, okay, Janice, here you are. You're going through these feelings, and it's probably good. It's probably good that you're having these feelings. Look at what I'm learning. And it's true. If I just keep in my own little lane, straight, boring lane, how are you going to grow? You have to do this stuff, right? So this is great, Janice.
Working with the reframe.
I
am
am
lesson.
I'm growing so much. And also, it's, do you think these kids, even though I think it was hard for them, it was hard for them, but this is a memory that they have and that they needed, and maybe it'll be the beginning of more. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I brought these 3 kids together plus others in the fringe, and gave them time together for the first time. Yeah. Okay, so if she was, let's say she got taken away from home, maybe she was 3, 4. The youngest was I don't know if he had turned 1 yet. Yeah, he did. He had just turned 1. He was turned 1 when they were in foster care. So, but they're all looking, right? The boys though are looking to connect with like the family, because they were adopted families that it was, it's not their I'm the grandmother, so they weren't with me, but they wanted it, and it was so interesting, and I provided that, and that felt good. And I told Mike, was like, let's sell the camper. We're not doing this again. I said, well, we can't make the decision now at this moment.
No. Good job.
Because I don't know, because there's something to what we're providing for these kids. Yeah. Even though it's hard on me, and it was hard on them. They needed this, and it's part of their growth process, and we're getting to provide it.
Yeah. You really did. You did an amazing thing. Sorry, go ahead.
in the middle of this, maybe the second or third day, there is one other sibling. She's a half sibling. She has a different mother who is older. I think she's like 21 now.
Wow.
And she moved to northern Maine, really far away. And this is one I've talked about before because I had such guilt about the fact that I wasn't there for her for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And that she then asked me not to be in touch with her. Don't contact, and and a lot of guilt about that one too, of course. She called about a year ago and was just says, well, I'm getting married, and hoping that maybe you can come to the shower. I said, oh, she's trying to maybe do it, or she wants me to buy her things for
Well.
And okay, but we never got invited because I think they eloped and everything was off. So I'm not holding that. It's not like I didn't get invited. See, I tried not to.
Right. Good.
I mostly did, but I got a call. I got a call on like this second day. She calls and says, well, hey, hi. Well, we just wanted you to hear it from me that I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be a great grandmother.
Yeah, you are.
And I don't know if I get to really say that, though, because, we're not in touch, even though she moved back into this community. Her mother works with Adriana, in her school. Now she's going to work in Adriana's school.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I guess that she's going to invite me to the baby shower, or she's going to send me notice when they get the gender reveal. I don't know. So,
Okay.
yeah, that was day 3 or 4. And I was like, oh, I'm here with your 3 of your siblings.
Okay.
I don't think she's ever even met the youngest one. Maybe the middle one she did, but it's crazy. So, just how many layers of craziness can you have?
Well, you challenged it and you got a lot.
Holy shit. When I saw your topic, I was just thinking, oh, she just means summarizing from the topics for the month. I'm like, no, that's not what's speaking to me. What's speaking to me is chaos, living with chaos in your life. How can you get through, and turn it as much as you can, because it's going to be chaos. And, I really need to choose chaos sometimes, if we will call it chaos, because for me to grow. And I do love and care about so much these all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been able to be the person I want to be for them. And I told each of them my story about it. I didn't say that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's like, that door's got to close. So, I've had it. I felt bad. I did say how I felt, and I felt I couldn't do it. They were going to get better care and love or whatever without me.
How did they receive it?
Well, I'm like, am I doing this for me? I hope I'm not doing this for me and that I'm going to screw them up. Of course, this is at the beginning, and so by the end, I don't think they even remembered any of it. I don't know. But the first one, that's the one I feel the most hurt by,
right,
that I'd hurt the most or whatever. And I didn't get much of a response. He didn't say much of anything. That's when I was like, oh, I hope that this is something he needs to hear someday. I mean, I thought someday he'd need to hear, so that I know why, hopefully wouldn't feel like, I rejected him or whatever and abandoned him, which is exactly what I worried about, because that's my thing. Okay, so yeah, so to get through it, I tried to be in the observer, just observing, and I was just like overwhelmed. This is so much. But
I feel like the fact that you didn't run around and try to save everybody is huge, Janice. Huge. That means you were, and I don't know why my light keeps going out, you were able to sit in the place of the observer.
Yeah.
And you allowed yourself to feel. Being the observer doesn't mean you're not feeling.
Yeah.
It means that you're not falling into the old pattern of rescue. And it sounds like you did a beautiful job of that.
I try it. I just couldn't. This like bottom line is you can't rescue all these kids.
Mm-mm.
I guess that's the lesson of the whole adoption process is I couldn't rescue them all. Yeah,
Right.
that's what it is.
And the fact that you provided an opportunity for them to spend enough time together to see the truth of each other. That's a
Yeah,
beautiful gift too, because now they have that foundation of truth to build on. So
yeah,
you saying maybe we provided something where they can build on. Yes, absolutely. They can build on that truth now and maybe get rid of whatever I like to call them Disneyland dreams of how it's all
exactly.
butterflies and baby
Oh,
deer.
exactly. And Adriana doesn't connect. That's her thing. She just her reactive attachment disorder does not
Mhm.
connect. And I think that there was this. It's going to be great, and I had to watch that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it
Yeah.
was wild.
And you were able to hold the space and share your wisdom. You were able
Tried to.
to educate the brothers
Well,
on.
they would say things like, how come she's not, doesn't, how come, she'd say, how come they're just, it's all
Uh-huh.
three of them, but that was because all three of them wanted to connect,
Yep.
and but they had to do it in real time
Mm-hmm.
with real people and real personalities and issues. It was
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. And for you to be able to anchor the energy to hold the space for all of that, that's amazing. Don't tell me you aren't divinely guided. Don't tell me that the light does not shine through you, lady.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was, yeah. We didn't sell the camper yet, and we did we did agree that maybe it's worth it for the kids.
Yeah.
And Mike was like, "Oh, it's no vacation for you, blah blah." I'm like, I have vacation every day. You know, I don't come camping for vacation. I came camping for the kids.
It's great that you can recognize that you've created a home where you feel like you're on vacation every day.
Yeah,
What a beautiful gift that is.
yeah.
Woo!
Okay, I'm tired now.
Holy
I'm gonna go
Janice.
take a nap. It must be commercial time. Must be nap time.
All right, we're going to break for a quick commercial and Janice is going to snooze for a second.
Ah.
All right, and we'll be right back.
Dun-dun-dun.
Hello and welcome back to Be Here Now, the Peaceful Empowerment Work Show, where presence invites perspective and allows peace. Today we are talking about, that was a lot. How are you processing? So Janice shared her amazing story.
Oh, we got a good message from Jennifer again. Janice, for a recovering people pleaser and natural caretaker, I think you did amazing allowing all the kids their big feelings without trying to fix every single thing and soothe every emotion.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. It was hard.
Like,
It's
I'm a
just thank you.
screen.
Oh.
I tried to screen comment for you so you could post it in your house.
Oh, okay. I mean, even my husband, it's the same thing. That's how we did it. I took care of him for so many years.
Mhm.
And then there he was, and there the kids were. I'm like,
Yep.
you're
You
gonna
had
have
the
to be unhappy.
Yep. You allowed them to experience the uncomfortable. And when
Yeah.
we've been saying it for years, when you can get comfortable in the uncomfortable, that's when the growth really starts to happen. So you let them experience that.
Yeah, and I tried to guide them too. It's like, this is not about you.
Uh-huh.
This is not about you. This is the
Uh-huh.
personality. This is a.
And how long did it take you to get to the point where you were able to realize that it was not about you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's my
So
life.
you were
My
able to
life.
pass that wisdom and gift on.
It's my lifetime journey on that one. Yeah. Yes, and I could see it, and I did try to guide us a little bit. If they came to me, I didn't, because I don't know what they're ready for.
Mm-mm. Nope. That, my dear, is being divinely guided.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. And it's funny because you're going to continue processing through the events and seeing the nuggets of gold that were laid all through that trip
Yeah.
for everyone there, you included.
Yeah.
So what a beautiful experience.
Yes, it was.
That this goes to show all beautiful experiences don't look the same.
No.
No, not at all.
Wow. Yeah. So through the lessons learned, what movie is, I think, excuse me, if I could get to and say in the observer part,
Uh-huh.
I felt the chaos, I saw the chaos, um, but that was the best place to be,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, what else could you do? Be part of it? Yeah. Create?
You could.
Yeah. Did it help? Did it make Adriana have her meltdown? Maybe. But I'm not going to always be, she's not going to always be the only one.
No.
You
No.
know, so yeah, it's just, that's where you have to be. And it helped my mental health as much as it could. And I think it was the healthiest thing all around,
Mm-hmm.
even though it had probably had consequences.
Well, it's funny, I in my mind, because being a teacher and a parent, consequences always mean something bad, a bad consequence. But they may feel bad initially, but like you're saying, when you look for the lesson, when you look for the gold in there, there's always something gold in there.
Mm-hmm.
We're always learning something that we want or something that we don't want.
So at a totally different level of spirituality and growth, you have quite a chaos story that I think you're ready to share.
I think so. It's been an interesting 48 hours, and much like Janice, until I start to get to the tail end of it, I don't know what the hell's going on. I just know that I'm involved in something and it's uncomfortable. And this one brewed, but I mean, I feel like started brewing probably months ago and just kept building and building, and the storm hit yesterday. And again, I don't know if it's because of the buck moon or whatever, but I found myself yesterday just not feeling quite right, feeling a little off, and was looking toward the buck moon because, this is where you're going to set intentions. So I was like, okay, I sat down and I listed some intentions, and one of the ones I wrote was, I choose to focus on a world where kindness and respect is the foundation through which all is created. And I was like, okay, well that sounds nice. That sounds very nice. And I wrote and declared a few things after that, and then all of a sudden all hell broke loose. And I just can identify her as my inner bully. And we've talked about my inner bully on this show before. But she surged forward, and there was this whisper. And she was whispering to me, who do you think you are that you could create a world like that? You're nothing but a worthless piece of shit pretending to be something in someone else. You're a joke. The work you do is a joke. All you do is give people false hope. You're nothing, and no one will ever want to build with you. I let you do this dance because it gave me a freaking break. But now the music has stopped. The dance is done, and it's time for me to get you back where you belong.
Whoa.
Put down your crystals and incense and come home.
Wow. Home.
Right. Okay. So it was a whisper, and then it every time she repeated it, it got louder and louder and more aggressive and more aggressive. And when that happens with me, the smallest challenge sets me off. And I sat down with my laptop and was starting to prepare for the show, and the program wouldn't work, and I freaking lost it. So when I do that, I have learned to come back to the punching bag. So I'm back here beating the crap out of the bag. I have a wiffle ball bat that I beat it with, and I just have to work it through. And I'm saying,
and this is a literal punching bag, right? Just
oh
for
yeah,
anyone who
literal
doesn't know.
punching bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying the things and beating the bag and doing all that and work myself to exhaustion. And I sit down and I look over at the mirror and actually screamed out loud, "Fat fucking whore." And when I said that, there was a voice in my head that whispered, and it laughed a little bit, and it said, "You must be right on the edge of something big, kid. Keep it coming."
Wow.
And I was like, okay. So I just, there was this softness that started deep inside. And I kept playing through and saying the words and doing the things, but I found myself saying, like we say here, is it true? Do I believe that? So all of a sudden that started, and that started to get louder and louder. And, thank God for Jen. She holds beautiful space for my crazy. And when these things happen, and she just knows the perfect time to come back, and she held me and I cried. And later she said almost the same exact words, that
Wow.
I must be onto something big.
Yeah.
So, last night I was able to sit and watch TV, and there was this piece that came upon me that I hadn't felt before. So it was kind of strange, but I didn't dissect it. I didn't dig into it. I was just grateful that I wasn't feeling the way I was earlier. So when I woke up this morning, I was doing some things and I heard rebirth. And rebirth was something I was working with a client about in the midst of all this last night. And I started to really think about it. And it was like, it does make sense, because when we are birthed through the canal, there's a lot of squeezing and contracting that happens, so that we're able to leave behind what we once used for survival, but we won't need here anymore.
Oof.
And with that thought process,
Wow.
I see a lot of things in my head. I was able to look back, and I saw my bully on a cliff where there was a bridge. And Bob Sima, my guy, has a song called "Something's Gotta Burn." And that song started playing in my head. And I thought, well, I can't burn her. She's a part of me. She's made me who I am. But I can burn that fucking bridge. So I lit that bridge on fire, and I let the bridge burn, because I don't need her to keep me safe. I know that everything she said to me was that survival. She was my greatest protector. And one of the things, she always was able to make me laugh. She kept me too big for my britches, and my britches too big to attract predators. So she was my lifeline for a long time. And where I'm going, I don't need her anymore.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a very interesting 48 hours. This is something that I feel has been building. It's been supported by the guests we've had on the show, reading their books, the activations that we've gone through with Elohi. And I feel like, of course, I'm going to continue learning and processing this. This is still very raw and real. But yeah, I attribute it to the work we do here every week, Janice. The work I do with my clients. I always learn something from every session. And all of that energy has supported this huge rebirth. So
wow.
That's where I am today.
Anybody else get goosebumps? Woo! Yeah. Wow. It's funny. I think we all grow. Our journeys just looks different, because your journey, the way you visually perceive it, and you visualize it, and it's just amazing.
Thank you.
That's wow.
It feels, in my head, the bully would always be like, "You're being really dramatic." All right, you drama queen. but that's what I see and that's what I feel. It helps me really ground and root the shift. And so I was, yeah. As you can tell, I get nervous sharing that inside here with people because, then I have the vision of people going, "Oh, she's such a drama queen. Is it really that big a deal?"
Wow. Wow. Your bully has played such a huge role in your life. I mean, since I met you, you've been fighting this. You're not
Yeah.
fighting it, challenged by it. How's that?
Yes. Been working with her. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So for
And
her to say she's been quiet to give herself a break, I was like, wow.
and I think you even felt like you had to keep her because she's a part of you or whatever. You always felt like,
Yes.
yeah, no, she belongs there.
Yeah. Like she's earned a space here. And then I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? We talk about the auditorium. She doesn't deserve a seat in my auditorium anymore just because she doesn't align with where I'm going. And that's
Wow.
okay. I had to tell myself this morning, it's okay. It's okay to burn that bridge because we don't need that anymore. We find safety without that harsh, disrespectful, unkind approach.
And yet you still have to honor her place in your life that she got you through so much. So
Absolutely.
it's not like you wanting to burn her. It's I honor what you did to help me. There you go.
Yep.
You can go
Thank
sit
you
back
very
over that other side of that burnt bridge now, okay?
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, yes. So through all that, there was a graphic on Facebook yesterday as I was going through all of this, and it's from Jill's Spectrum Coaching. And I felt like as I was looking at it, I immediately thought, oh, this would be great information for the show. And then it was also helping me with that later when that whisper came forward. I was thinking about some of the things on this graphic. So, Severia, if you would go to that first slide of emotional safety, the quick guide for emotional safety. Excellent. Thank you so much. The first thing it addresses is your core beliefs. So this is a way for you to gauge if you're feeling emotionally safe. If your emotional safety is feeling low, where you think I have to protect myself. If you're feeling emotionally safe, it's I can be myself and feel accepted. And then a self-led response. I choose what creates emotional safety. So it's funny reading that right now. It's like burning that bridge is that declaration that I choose what creates my emotional safety. I don't need the bully to be the one holding the hammer and the gun anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, low emotional safety is things like I'm not enough. I need to earn love. It's not safe to be real, and my feelings don't matter.
Oh boy.
I know.
Like one of the things we said earlier, or you and I said in the pregame, is what I'm finding interesting is I'm looking at this is I think I associate myself with the low
Mm.
because that's where I've been probably most of my life. And but you look at this now and say, well, maybe I'm not there anymore. So it's more of a tangible thing for me to be able to look at to say, well, I'm not there anymore. Well, I'm not very often there anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that concrete.
Yes. I mean, awareness is key, and this definitely helps because when you are feeling emotionally safe, it's I am enough. I belong as I am. It's safe for me to be real, and my feelings do matter. And that's important. That core belief of I'm worthy of emotional safety is huge. When we're, as a collective, we've lived in survival mode for hundreds and hundreds of years. So for us to shift to I am worthy of emotional safety, and then what does that look like for you? You've created a home where you feel emotionally safe, and that's beautiful. I create environments that honor my worth. I surround myself with people that see me and support me. I lead with self-respect and clear boundaries. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We're going to have to move a little faster through these than what we wanted. But Severia, if we can go to that next slide. It addresses typical thoughts. If you're not feeling safe, I better not upset them. Think about that Janice sitting in that chaos last week and how she just let it be what it was. I can't say how I feel. It's not safe for me to express. I walk on eggshells. How many have been there? They'll leave me if I'm not honest. They'll leave me if I am honest. I have to keep the peace. Emotional safety looks like I can share how I feel. I can set boundaries. I can ask for what I need. I can disagree respectfully. I am heard and valued. So being self-led is I notice when I feel unsafe. I speak up with clarity. I protect my peace. That's all part of, am I choosing peace or am I choosing pain? I choose relationships that feel safe and mutual. They're not one-sided. Janice, you want to take this next one, or are they too difficult for you to see?
Yeah, they're too low.
Okay.
Thank you.
In relationships, if you're feeling low emotional safety, I shrink or people please. Woohoo, go Janice. I feel unseen or unheard. My needs are ignored. There's criticism, blame, or shame. I feel alone, even when we're together. Emotional safety looks like I feel seen and accepted. I can be vulnerable. We listen with respect. We handle conflict with care, and I feel connected. Being self-led, I build relationships based on respect and trust. I communicate openly. I set and honor boundaries. I walk away from what feels unsafe. Huge. Giving yourself permission to walk away from what feels unsafe. Okay, we'll roll on to that next one. Behavior patterns. Low emotional safety, you over-explain. You apologize too much. You say yes when you mean no. You hide parts of yourself. Always checking in for approval. Emotional safety looks like you communicate honestly. Ask for what you need. Listen and validate. Respect boundaries. Show up consistently. When that is self-led, you pause. We talk a lot about the power of the pause and check in with yourself. You communicate with clarity and kindness. Choose alignment over approval, and you follow through. And that next one, in moments of stress, low emotional safety, shut down or explode. Feel anxious or numb. Blame myself or others. Disconnect to cope. Your body feels tense. When you are feeling emotional safety, you stay grounded. You can name your feelings. Ask for support. Take breaks when needed, and your body feels calmer. Self-led response, I regulate my nervous system. I respond, not react. I advocate for myself. I return to what helps me reset. Excellent. What helps when you're in low emotional safety? People pleasing. That helps you feel safe. Withdrawing. Distracting or overworking. Trying to control others or minimizing my own feelings. That's that whole drama queen. When you do feel emotional safety, you're open, honest with communication, respect and validate, boundaries and consent, consistency and reliability, empathy and connection. You're self-aware, self-regulated, you have clear boundaries, intentional choices, and self-compassion. Regulations return to, if you're low, survival mode, people's opinions, fear of rejection, avoidance or control, proving my worth. When you do feel safe, your regulation is remembering your values, your breath, the present moment, supportive connections, and self-trust. When you're self-led, you defer to your inner compass, your worth, inner calm, meaning and purpose, safety within yourself. I think we're to the last one. There we go. Okay. Simple anchor. You breathe in and say to yourself, I am safe. You breathe out, I can be me. A rapid reset tip. If I feel unsafe, I pause. I regulate, I protect my peace. Another tip, if I feel supported, I lean in, I connect, I allow my heart to open. Last one, if I feel unsure, I check in with myself. I choose alignment, I lead with love. So I want to I want to thank Jill's Spectrum Coaching. Those are some spot on tips of awareness. And yes, we have to wrap it up. So yes, we've been through a lot, us as the collective. How are you processing? If you'd like to share, please comment below. And if you don't want to post it on social media, feel free to reach out. Janice and I would love to hold that space for you. judyforder@comcast.net.
Or peacefulempowermentworks@gmail.com.
Perfect. So thank you for choosing to be here now with us. Oh, nope, we didn't need that.
Thank you, everybody.
Please always remember,
you aren't alone.
And don't ever forget, you're awesome. Thank you, Janice.
Thanks, Judy.